Hey, in this video, I'm going to share with you why you don't need social media. I got a comment here from someone on my most recent video, and it says, now you need to tell us why you don't need other social media channels. I'm a big believer that you just need one place, because otherwise you will burn out. Do you want to burn out? Do you really want to come to a channel like YouTube? Do you want to really make this beautiful video, invest all of your time, whether you are a beginner or an intermediate or someone who's been in the game forever, and then think, shit, gotta put this on some other social media channels? And you know what? The other channels aren't going to build you any revenue or any momentum around this video initially. Why? Because apparently YouTube, I'm putting over here because that's where my YouTube screen is, says that we should let YouTube do its thing. We should pop the cork off the wine bottle. We should let it breathe and let YouTube do its thing and find us an audience. And whilst that's good advice, there is contrarian advice about using more social media channels and promote it on Facebook. And it even gives you the option to do that on YouTube. It gives you a little link to say, share this to Facebook, share this to Twitter or X or whatever name it wants to be called this week. I'm a big believer of focusing on one place. Now, I've been in this game now for 12 years. I've been running a social media marketing agency called Big Daddy PR, as it was, now Big Daddy Digital. And we're transitioning that agency over to a coaching company because you guys don't want us to do it for you anymore. You want to learn. You want to get in the trenches. We found that through COVID. So we started to teach people how to build their social media channels, to build their profile, to position themselves, to use video, to press record and do one take, a bit like this video. But why should we sack off social media if it's there for us to promote our businesses on? Well, that's actually the biggest mistake that most people do, is they get their content and they put it on there and they want people to like it and love it. Do you want people to like it and love it? And then they get really disappointed when they don't see all the likes and they go, but Dave over there's got 1 million views and Molly over here, she's got 70,000 likes and she says she's selling her stuff. Well, do you know what? Let me just share a secret with you. Most people who are claiming this are lying on the internet. There we go. Mic drop. Let that sink in for a moment. They're lying because they want to look good. They want that perception, and then they can deceive you into buying their $27 product. That frustrates me. I don't like the bro marketing. I'm very anti-bro marketing. I'm very anti a lot of things at the moment because I see that it's killing this digital marketing industry. And then when you, honest, seasoned, or even starting out, beginner creator with real purpose and depth in your business, go to sell something, you get kind of labeled the same as everybody else, and that's just not fair. So how can we get over that? Well, firstly, you can create purpose-led content. And secondly, you can sack off the rest of social media until you start to build some flow and focus in one place. But where should that place be? It should be the place where your audience are at and where you can get some consistent traffic, either to your content or to your offer, or to your community, or whatever it is you want to drive traffic to. Now, I've noticed in the last 2 years, and don't be wrong, it was way better than this before. But for some reason, I put everyone else before myself, i.e. my clients, and I focused on building them up rather than me. But the best place that I've seen in the last 2 years is this place here where this video's going. It's YouTube. I have seen massive abundance and growth in YouTube. So where are we? Saturday the 13th of September. And this channel, as it stands in the last year or so, has generated in excess of $100,000. So people who are claiming these vanity metrics and they're on social and they look amazing, don't be wrong, they do. They put so much effort into it. Most of them are still poor and they're not building the business. That's why I talk about come to the platform with the business in mind, not to sell your stuff, but to promote your knowledge, your wisdom, your skills, your expertise, help people. I made a video a little while ago, and it started with this book here. Bear with me. I'll lean into it. This one by Arnie. Be useful. Be useful to people. It's not all about just selling your wares. It's about actually showing up and being useful. That's why I make videos on YouTube, to serve other people. Of course, they serve me too, because it helps me build a wisdom. It helps me build a business around my knowledge, my skills, my wisdom, and my expertise. Because remember, my friends, people aren't buying coaching. They're buying into the coach. There's a huge shift in 2025. There's been a huge shift in 2025, and it will continue to go up. I think there's a is it something like Procter and Gamble or someone like that have said that the online education space is going to be actually just skyrocket up until 2027. Obviously, they haven't got any data past there, maybe, but be useful to people and go to the platform where your audience is. And YouTube is a lovely organic traffic source. It wants you to succeed. That's why it puts your content in front of an audience. Yes, they have a business model to sell ad space to their customers. But they can't sell ad space if we're not making content. And if we're not showing up being honest, raw, real, in the moment, value-led, etc., rather than buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, then if we're not being authentic and true and leading with our purpose and passion and being useful, it does say useful on there, I promise, then people won't ever come back to our content. Now, you guys have told me you like the tea with Steve vibe, me here with a cup of tea riffing, but there is a process and a system and a method. You know, I do follow a video method when I'm going through this. And it's the hook, the mindset, the story, the teach, the action step. And I've just done the hook, you know, I've done the mindset, told a story. But what can you do now? What's the teaching step for you? So I want to lean into this, okay? Answer frequently asked questions, answer frequently searched questions, frame them in titles and thumbnails that have performed well on YouTube. I keep pointing over there because my iMac is there. It's just like, there's YouTube. And look at what works. Model success. Yes, I can take you deeper into building the profile and building the business out. And you'll have to just, there's a link below for a discovery call. Come and jump on one with me. You won't ever be pitched or sold to. I'll fix the problem for you first. And there's another way in which you can do it. Let's look at the business model for a moment. Let's go down that route. Let's riff off in that route. Maybe I'll even grab a whiteboard. But you want to make content that answers frequently asked questions, and then you want to make content that answers frequently searched questions, because if people are searching for them, guess what? There's a problem there, isn't there, for you to solve. If people are asking you, that's more personal. You can go in with some depth. So we've got depth and we've got stuff that's being searched for. Now, if you wrap it up packaging wise with titles that have performed well, I'm not saying use the exact title, but use the framework and the formula. 5 steps to, how to this, whatever it might be. The real reason you won't press record is one of my performing videos. Those different things. But if you wrap the video you're going to create in the packaging that's performed well, then we're off to a good start. If you're being asked the question's being searched for, and you can find some packaging, title and thumbnail to model it, then we just lean in with a really solid hook. A really good hook is actually ask the question of your audience. Frame the question that you're going to answer in the hook, because then at least they know they're in the right place and they've showed up in the right place and they don't feel robbed. It's not clickbaity. And then from there, everything leads to the next logical step. Now, there could be different logical steps, and I'm going to share them with you. I'm just going to spin around. That's why I'm moving a bit, to find the whiteboard and a marker. Oh, guess what? We just happen to have one here. It will need a quick clean. Where is my whiteboard cleaner, marker, rubbery thing? So when I'm in the blueprint and I'm coaching people, we take them through a logical process. Whilst I am very much spiritual in my downloads and the information that I give, and I connect with angels and all that stuff, watch the angels video, it's around here somewhere. I'll maybe put a card, I don't usually, but I will, but it'll be in the description. Anyway, I digress. What we do is we're very practical with it. And I've been this way all the time. I lean into my intuition, which is guidance, if you will. Not many YouTubers will. Maybe that's a bit of a contrarian way to go, or they won't admit it anyway, but I bet they do. Everyone has a gut sense. Mine served me well in the police. Again, I digress. But let's go into this system. If we have, hey, guess what? I've even got some magnets. So let's use the red one for video. Okay, this is YouTube. These are your YouTube videos. If you're making content around FAQs, frequently asked questions, and FSQs, frequently searched questions, you've got content that should perform well. It might not go viral, my friends. It might not go viral, and that's okay, because virality won't necessarily serve your audience. You want to serve a business. I always say, come to YouTube with there we go, cliche $. Come to YouTube with a business in mind. You don't have to start that business from day one, but at least if you're making content around something you could potentially get paid for. And I talk about this in the Ikigai process. So it's like 4 circles, and it's up here is, what do you love? What does the world need? What can you be paid for and what are you good at? If you at least come to YouTube with this in mind, you know what? I've got these skills and I'm good at this thing and I think the world need this thing from me. And let's look at how we can, we can wrap it around something I can be paid for in the future, even if you're not ready yet. Because that way, if you come to YouTube with a business in mind, it will serve you longer than anything else. So with that perspective in mind, okay, we're creating content, frequently asked, frequently searched around things that we could be paid for in the future. So what do we want to do next? What are three? I got three things for you, three things that will serve you in a business capacity. Okay. And guess what? I just happen to have 3 markers. It's like the angels have delivered this video to me today. And I'm going to lean into it. So we've got 3 markers. The first one is what I call a disco call. It's actually a discovery call. I invite people to come and hang out with me 20, 30 minutes to fix a problem that they have. Now, there is a reason for this, and I promise you will never be sold to. You'll never be sold to on those calls for 2 reasons. One, we are in a massive trust recession, and I'm trying to build trust. And the way in which I can build trust with you is to invite you onto a call, give you my completely undivided attention, hold nothing back, solve your problem, and you go away a smiley person and a happy person. And you say, do you know what, Stephen Guy was all right. If during that call I find that you're a fit for the blueprint, I will let you know and ask you if you'd like an invitation back to have a chat about it another time. That way, I've delivered on my promise of not selling to you. I've shared with you that there are other options. You get to decide. And this is the new wave of selling through social media, selling through video and content. I've been doing it for 12 years. It surprises me how long it's taken people to catch on. Why has it taken so long for people to catch on? Because they want money quick. They're greedy. And I'm here for a life of service. So discovery call is the first option. Okay. Now, here is the best bit from it. You get video ideas. Okay, you get video ideas. You can make content based on all the problems the person shared with you. You don't have to mention their name, but you've now got video ideas based on real problems. The more you do this, the more relevant content you can create for your audience, because your audience is the algorithm on YouTube. So we should be making content that solves people's problems. I did this before we launched the blueprint, interviewed about 70, 80 people, and I've continued to do this. I invited those people back onto a call. 45 people booked calls. 44 people bought the program. That's a conversion rate which is completely out of this world. Why? Because I promised not to sell to them, invite them back. The ones who wanted to come back, which was over 50%, literally 99% bought. And they're all living proof that this system works. And I'm actually teaching it as one part of it. Let me show you the others. The next one here is what I call your awareness product. This is something that gives somebody a very simple, quick transformation over a period of time. Mine, for example, is courage before confidence. So I teach them how to get camera confident in 30 days or less. You get an email direct into your inbox. There is an online program and you can get access to me via an email. Okay, and that's $99. There will be a link around this video so you can check it out. Again, it's an invitation. It's not a sales pitch. If you want to make content on YouTube, this course here, the Courage Before Confidence, my awareness product, has literally everyone who's gone through it has gone on to launch a YouTube channel and make videos for other social media channels. I don't know anybody that hasn't. So it absolutely works. So you have an awareness product that gives someone a transformation over a set period of time. It's almost like a guarantee. Again, building massive trust, but the $99 is a nice entry point. It's good for you so you can promote your business at the front end, and it's good for them because it's enough of an investment for people to take action. So when you see these $5, $10, $27, it's maybe not as a big enough investment for people to take the action themselves. So that's number 2. And number 3 down here is a community. Build a community. Businesses are built on communities. You might know it as a following or as an audience or subscribers, but invite people to a community. I like a community away from the platform so I can continue to nurture. Now, it could be an email list. It could be something like School, Circle, Mighty Networks. We use community.com, and I'll put a link down below so you can have a look. Actually, I'll put a link to our community. When I start with a community, I start with a free community to start off with so that I can put the reps in and I can iron out all the chinks in the armor. And then from there, once we've got to a number, maybe 100, like we did on the creators community, what we did was we then paused, we assessed it, see what people love, what they don't love, what we can put in, what we can pull out, and it's built with the community, so it's around the community and the needs of the community. And then we put an upgrade in, and that upgrade is an answer bank, so literally an answer bank full of video response questions, so frequently asked questions, frequently searched questions in there specific for the things that I help and teach: building a personal brand, using video to leverage and position yourself, and then the online business. And then from there, we've got then implemented a monthly office hours, and we did it a couple of days ago. People jump in, they join, they ask their questions, they speak to me. There's proximity. You actually get hold of the coach. People aren't buying courses, they're buying the coaches. They're buying the proximity to the coach. And that's a shift that you're seeing in the future. So start with a free community and then move it over and upgrade it to a paid. Every time you introduce an upgrade, you can then move the tier up, but the founding members and the people who are already joined, they stay at that price. That way you're building trust. So now you have a really simple business system and model to get going. And that system for me creates regular monthly recurring income. And all of my core clients come from the community and the email list community and the YouTube community. And that's all you need. Because if you put yourself all over social media, you spread yourself too thin. You're making content for content's sake. You'll get frustrated and just put sales posts out because like, God damn, I just need to pay the bills, make the rent. I just need to build this business. My wife, husband, partner think of my failure. My kids think I suck. And those are all real fears. So my best advice, and answering this question here, which was, now you need to tell us why we don't need other social channels, is you need to be in one place where your audience is. Go to them. They won't come to the mountain, my friends. You need to go where they are. If you don't know where they are, a great place to start is YouTube. And start creating content, frequently asked questions, frequently searched questions, and invite them either to a discovery call to learn more about you, and you give them a gift. The gift they give you is the video idea for your next video. Maybe to a course, a transformational piece under 30 days or 30 days or less. Courage Before Confidence is ours because it helps you get comfortable on camera, and then you can make YouTube videos. Or a community where you can answer the questions and then you upgrade it to a paid community when you create the proximity to you. Now, if you're going to do any of them, you need to get comfortable on camera. So check out this video here. It's going to help you in 2 minutes a day or less. Take care. Much love. Big Daddy out.